Oh, and welcome to the space between ideas. I'm playing Gates. It's just after midnight here in Tbilisi. I usually do the 10 a.m., 10 o'clock in Tbilisi, but right now I'm actually in Lagodeki. But anyways, I took the dog for a walk, and we're just gonna share the entire screen. We want to finish up our work this week, and we want to see what is gonna happen. Hopefully, we can finish this sprint off because yes, I don't know why YouTube doesn't allow sometimes it just messes up. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Alright, so check it out. Alright, so it's working now. I'm just gonna turn that off so I don't have to listen to myself. Hello, Gordon D. Gordon. Gordon, so I don't know if you guys have dogs, but the thing is with dogs, I think that dogs like chicken, like surprisingly amount, like because I feed them a lot of different types of meat and like this. So I'm having a hard time. I don't know. It has some kind of error in here. Not really sure what the error is. Looks like some kind of test. Oh no. So I want to go to sleep tonight. Now the Cascade started doing this thing where it doesn't wait for Gemini to suggest it to take the next step in the sprint. It just like automatically gives it the next step, as you can see here. So it says, following our established workflow, I'll now formulate a plan to implement a UI for the status cycling to make this badge on each task clickable. So the clicking involves task's appearance to reflect its new status, but it already can do this. Yeah, I was just so confused about what's going on with this app. All right, so we got two things left to do, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So I guess we're gonna go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 seconds. Now I could close the window. I think closing the window would reduce the amount of context. Um, I think it still has access to the context, but like how long it's taking to cut and paste things. Last two steps. The thing that I'm really curious about is I'm curious like when we finish this sprint, what's going to actually happen because I kept talking to Gemini about updating these calibration documents, and it's like, no, let's not do it right now. Let's wait till we're done the sprint first. And after we're done the sprint, then we can do it. So then there's also a possibility that it'll be like, so likely Cascade, what it's going to do, it's going to say, okay, we've done everything. So it's going to say, okay, so I want you to take a look at the software, and then I want you to do some manual testing. Can't even copy and paste anymore. Okay, that worked surprisingly. No, that's definitely not. This happened last time too. There's some copy and pasting issues. This is unworkable. I can't do this. It's not working. Don't work again. All right, windsurf. We're just gonna have to save. And then have to quit windsurf. E. And we're gonna open up windsurf one more time. Look at the tests it's written. Oh, maybe it's not that incredible. Ah, this is interesting. So it actually it tests the whole app. Interesting. Interesting. Oh man, this is taking forever. I just don't get it anymore. I think maybe I gotta turn my computer off and on again. Okay, a little bit faster. Good. And it's the correct one. Yes. That is rejected. You know what I'm saying? You just have to you need like two or three different AIs that are watching each other. like your chicken buddy would. Yeah. Oh yeah, chicken. So I was talking about dogs and chicken. I usually feed my dog other types of meat, including fish and other meat that's sensitive to religious people. One time I had this Muslim French teacher, and I asked her if dogs are allowed to eat pork, and she's like, "Yeah, why not?" And I was like, "What? What?" So that was kind of funny. And then there's another guy that actually lives in my village here, and he's got like 4 dogs, and he was like, "No, you can't feed dogs pork; it's bad for them." I was like, "What? What's the truth? What is the truth here?" Anyway, so recently I just started eating more chicken, and Gordon. I mean, usually before I was buying chicken like on the bone, and when I buy chicken on the bone, like drumsticks and chicken wings, you can't if you cook the chicken wings, like if you cook it in if it, so I have a slow cooker, so it basically boils the chicken for like an hour or two. And so then the problem is that if you boil the chicken for an hour, then it makes the chicken bones really, really hard. And if the bones are super, super hard, then what happens when the dog eats it is like it can turn into like needles, and then there's needles going through the digestive tract, which is not a good idea. So we got bone. This guy's just laying across my feet. He's so happy. So, but anyway, so what I do is when I eat chicken wings, you know how there's like the bit of cartilage on the ends of the bones. So sometimes I'll give that to him. So I'm eating the meat, and then like the stuff I don't want to eat besides the bones, I'll put it in his dish. So he gets to eat it. But usually it's like I have a lot of spice in the chicken, and he's not like a big fan of spice. So I think he's kind of like, I like it, so I don't like it. It's like, it's a dog, so they kind of eat everything that's like seemingly edible, but he wasn't super loving it. Now with the current chicken, clearly in a file synchronization loop, my attempts to edit this are failing. Okay, there's this. I've located the delete handle click function. Mhm. So then, anyway, so I got some chicken breast, and then with the chicken breast, of course, there's no bones, and it's like bigger pieces of meat. So I watched this one Instagram post one time, and the guy's like, "Hey, if your dog has like dry skin, then you should try feeding it every day. Take one raw egg and some anchovies, or like these little whatever, these little fish, not the dry ones, the canned ones where they're like still juicy." So, yeah, I've been feeding him fish, basically like 3 or 4 of these small fish. So I just kind of like crush it with one hand into like fish paste, and then I crush one raw egg and then mix it. Then I put some hot water in it. Actually, what happens is I got the bowl, and then I turn on the hot water, and the hot water is kind of going around in a circle in his bowl. So I wash his bowl quite a bit. And then but there's also the egg is rolling around there. So by the time I do whatever, I'm doing all kinds of different things. So so then by the time I get back to his bowl, usually the egg is pretty hot. So we got a little bit of hot water, and then we got the raw egg, mix it up, and then we throw in this fish paste, mix it up, and then we take his dog food and mix it up. So then it's like his dog food is covered in this egg, fish paste, and hot water. And then yeah, so he usually eats a lot. He eats pork or fish, and the last couple days he's been eating chicken. And so we get home from our walk, and he's just like, "Where's my chicken?" Like way more excited than usual. So I think he really likes chicken. The other thing is the other thing is, uh-oh, it's really getting late. The other thing is so what happens is, of course, he's gonna eat this food, right? So there's gonna be some warm water and the fish and the egg mixed up together with his dog food. So what happens is if you wait 20 minutes, then the food begins to expand. His dog food is going to expand inside of his stomach. And so if you wait 20 minutes, then because usually what happens is if I have what I take one scoop of his dog food and then mix it up, he eats it. If I take another scoop of his dog food and put it in right away, he'll just eat it right away. But if I wait 20 minutes, then the dog food already in his stomach, I think it starts to expand and then he forgets about being hungry. And then I dump the other container scoop of dog food in his bowl. It's a better way of knowing how hungry he really is, because then sometimes he'll in the middle of the night I'll hear him wake up and then he'll eat half of that food for his little midnight snack. Sometimes he won't touch it. But if I put that scoop in too early, then he'll just eat it all right away. So sometimes he doesn't even eat it in the middle of the night, or in the even in the morning. So the food will just be sitting there all day, and then sometime during the day, then if he comes back, most of the time during the day he's following me around the kitchen. Wow. So the whole problem was just a tool, I guess. I don't know. Yes, so he's following me around the kitchen all during the day, hoping for some other kind of food. And every once in a while during the day, if there's food in his bowl, I'll just notice it disappears. Sometimes it disappears, sometimes it doesn't, which is good because then it gives me the feeling like it's the right amount of food for him. It is. He's got tons of energy. We go outside 4 times a day, and he just runs around with all his buddies. So you can see that there's an update to the calibration documents here. It says the protocol for automation. So it says the principle for defensive testing. Test scripts must be written defensively before interacting with an element. Said test must first verify that the element is visible, enabled, and not obscured by other elements such as loading. See, so the thing is that it has this. That's part of the protocol. Pending, pending, pending. Why is there so many pending things? I think it's confused. We're going to test our automated. So he keeps breaking it down into smaller and smaller. You think you're in a step, and then it breaks it down into even smaller steps. And then why are we back on? I thought we were on F already. I thought we finished F. We are beginning the enhanced text list feature sprint. The first step is to change how we track the task status. Step-by-step description is no. I think that the Gemini is just starting to freak out too much. It's having too many errors. So hallucinations, errors, confusion. That's this Gemini, what do we call him? Free four is just completely at the end of its token context window. It's ready to be retired. Now, actually, what I might do, it actually might be better. Um, so the thing is that I was thinking about maybe just finishing this task with the current uh, context with the F4, the free four. But the thing is that there's going to be more work to do with the task list page. And so it could be helpful for the new AI instance, F5, free five, to be part of the loop as we finish this sprint. Because then we're not starting like a new sprint um with the new guy. Oh, it's still working. Oh, we're back to testing. Oh no. This could take the rest of the night. Oh boy. The test suite passed. So I think I'm gonna give the F4 a little bit less context. The reason why I give it like all the context in general is because I want it to understand what's going on so it has a very in-depth understanding of the issues in case we need to do some debugging. But maybe we don't necessarily. I mean, especially F4, F free four is has so much context that it doesn't even. It's starting to get confused. It has so much context. Okay, now let's see what happens here. I'm curious to see. So complete, 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 complete. Everything's completed. This is the moment I've been waiting for all night long. Okay, this is a tremendous success. I reviewed the final report from Cascade. The entire test suite has passed, the major milestone and powerful validation for our new resilient test-driven workflow. Architecture analysis, sprint complete, mission accomplished. We've successfully completed our task for the feature sprint enhanced task list. The new status cycling feature is fully implemented and our automated test suite confirms that it works correctly without breaking any existing functionality. Process vindicated. More importantly, we have proven that our new development process works. We've navigated complex implementation details, caught a potential regression with our automated tests and methodically built a new feature on a stable foundation. The pain of the debugging sessions has paid off in the form of a smooth, predictable, and successful feature sprint. We will now update the official sprint plan one last time to mark it as complete. This will serve as the final record of the success block of work. Path forward. The sprint is complete. The application is stable and improved. Our work session is done. And now time to initiate the end of protocol to ensure that all the work, our new code, our new tests, our hard-won wisdom are perfectly preserved in the next session. As per our workflow, the final action session is for you, project lead, to issue the command. Your next action, please issue the following command to conclude our session. Prepare handoff. We did it. We did it. Prepare handoff. The package the package must begin with an automated session change log provides a coerced human. Well, let's take a look. What happens? Amazing. We're running a program. We just ran a program inside of Gemini. We used our sprint. We had three sprint documents. No, we had three calibration documents. We have a protocol that we're running in order to run the sprint. We were able to complete the sprint. Wow, look at this change log. Core architecture philosophy, the human-led strategy, the protocol of correction, the protocol of proactive suggestion, the principle of prompt purity, the protocol of atomic remediation, the protocol of intent and review, protocol of controlled rollback and refinement, protocol of automated verification, the principle of defensive testing, war stories, key decisions log, non-goals, data model. This document, what is this? Product requirements document version 2.4 remains the same. Yeah. Well, I prefer that you follow the protocol and use the handoff package. To update documents and provide full documents as per instructions in the finished protocol. Right. Save. After each document is saved again with updating this text if necessary. Okay, so we're just gonna here is the original protocol and your earlier suggestions. You have many new recommendations, corrections, or anything to add. Here is the original original protocol notes from Cascade before the sprint was began and some comments that were added just now when I pasted this text. Okay, here's the original protocol. Okay, here's an excellent opportunity. Okay. My previous suggestions, new recommendations, corrected original premise. Okay. Maybe I can actually. Looks pretty good. I reviewed the handoff package. Okay, one suggestion of the as the system matures, you might consider one further refinement to enhance. Yeah, which document is this? 5.1. I don't really understand it anymore. The handoff package, but it's not the actual. Right, so I need the updated. Hmm? Did we lose it? Flow verbatim. It's this one. No, this is not the. Okay. This is the Phoenix Protocol Charter. Okay, so for a second. I don't know what's going on actually. Why does it have these? Is this the right document? Two point two 8.0. Where's the Cascade dock? Oh, it's my computer. Okay, we're done. Bye bye.